the only thing that will keep you from drowning. But Jesus does not merely show them how much they need him. That is true. He wants them to know that they need him, but he doesn't just show them that. He actually then comes to them and meets that need. It says in verse 25, and in the fourth watch of the night, he came to them walking on the sea. He doesn't just stand on the shore after sending them into the storm and is like, not so awesome now. Would be great if someone was there with you. No, he goes to them. So yes, he shows them how much they need him, and then he goes and meets that need. Jesus will never send you into a storm that he will not also follow you into. And so yes, because he loves you, he may lead you into a storm. But because he loves you, he will always follow you into it. He will be with you in it. He has promised to be. And yet, even though Jesus promises to be with us, and even though he shows the disciples that he is with them, what I think we all know is that sometimes in the midst of the storm, it is hard to actually recognize the presence of Jesus and appreciate him. That it is actually in the midst of storms when it is most challenging sometimes to really feel and experience Jesus' presence and his love and see what he is doing to care for us. And we see exactly that. Verse 26, but when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified and said, it is a ghost. And they cried out in fear. They miss what Jesus is doing in coming to them because they are so fearful and wrapped up in their circumstances. It is unfortunately so easy to miss the presence and the work of Jesus in the midst of storms when our focus is on the storm itself, and it is understandably so. I won't make you raise your hands again, but I feel like there would be a lot that went up if I said, hey, have you ever been in the midst of suffering and therefore doubted God's goodness? I can put mine up. Have you been in the midst of hardship and doubted God's love for you? And struggled with seeing, okay, God, I don't see how you're working in this. I don't know how you're going to bring this together. I don't know what you're up to in this. You might have overlooked something in that grand providential plan because I can't see you at work in this. Because what we do is we allow our circumstances to drive what we think about God, rather than to allow what we know about God to drive what we think about our circumstances. And it is exactly what the disciples do. They're fearful. They're caught up in the storm. And so they see Jesus walking to them and they go, nope,